Are you just sick and tired of having your curtains clawed, maybe your sofa shredded? Are your best shoes in shambles, or maybe your pants are pawed to pieces? Are your pets destroying your stuff? Now, you don't want to give them up, but you have to get them under control, right? Well, we found an easy and affordable way to help calm your cats and dogs. And joining us as we continue our My Pet Tuesday is Dr. Rodney Van Horn from the Omaha Animal Medical Group. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Now, we're talking about pet behavior here. It's a big issue for a lot of pet owners, and there are a lot of, I guess, treatments, if you will, out there. But we're talking about something a little different this morning. We're talking about pheromones.
Yeah, pheromones are they're really exciting. Pheromones are a natural chemical substance that animals produce that will affect the behavior and physiology of animals of a similar species. There's fight or flight type pheromones, there's sex pheromones, food trail pheromones, but the ones we're most interested in today are the calming pheromones. Calming pheromones are inhaled through the nose. They're produced by mother dogs and cats to help these newborns adapt to this new environment that may be stressful and cause a lot of anxiety. So it helps them adapt and remain calm.
So what does this mean if we get these, especially the calming pheromones, into our homes? What does this mean for our cats and dogs?
Yeah, we have a pheromone that mimics those natural pheromones that mother dogs and cats produce. So by having that, we can help calm the nerves, ease the tension. It tends to be very soothing.
And they'll be able to recognize this throughout their lives?
Absolutely. Once they've gotten that at birth, and for the rest of their life, they'll respond to these different pheromones.
Now, I know that when people think about these behavior problems and they're hearing you talk, they're thinking, okay, this is going to be really expensive. There are all kinds of expensive ways to deal with behavior problems, but that's not necessarily the case, right?
Absolutely. A lot of people, they get an animal that has a behavioral problem, and they think, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? My hands are tied. The only thing I can do is go get an expensive behavioral specialist or resort to pharmaceuticals or drugs, which many times can have side effects. Or even worse, a lot of people think, well, I got to get rid of my pet or even have them euthanized. In fact, behavioral problems is the #1 cause of euthanasia in dogs in the U.S. today, accounting for some 10% of dog loss. Cats are also abandoned, millions of cats every year. It can also lead to abuse problems associated, because people just think, they're frustrated and I'm going to take it out on Fifi.
Right. It's so sad. It's heartbreaking to see that kind of situation. Now, I have a Chihuahua, so I am definitely a pet lover, and I've seen pheromone sprays and I've seen pheromone devices, but we're talking about something this is different. It's a pheromone collar?
Yeah, it's great. What I recommend is the Sentry HC Good Behavior Collar. They're easy to use, and unlike the diffusers, which are only effective in the rooms that we place them in, or a spray where it's only effective in the area or the premise spot that we apply it, the collars are on the pet, so they go where they go. So
if I get this collar for my dog, what kind of behavior problems is this going to help with?
Yeah, one of the big things that we see in dogs is we see separation anxiety. When the owners leave, or when the kids leave, or we're traveling, let's say, for example, they get anxious, and that anxiety then can lead to destructive behavior. I'm going to dig out through the door, or tear up the carpet, or create elimination problems, defecation, urination. Sometimes they'll actually even hurt themselves. So again, by putting on this collar, we may help eliminate some of that stress and anxiety.
Now, what about for cat owners?
Cat owners, wow, cats, we see this every day. Cats urinating or defecating, elimination disorders, having problems going where they're not supposed to go. Cats can also have excessive vocalization, or they'll meow too loud, and especially like in apartment complexes, the neighbors may complain. They can also have separation anxiety, destructive behavior. The great thing about cats in this particular collar, it's the first collar of its kind that's made for cats. So
when it comes to cats and dogs, any breed, any age, any size?
It's a very safe product. We can use it, as you mentioned, on all breeds of pets, any age. It lasts for 30 days. It's available in many of our major pet stores. And hopefully, if we can eliminate a lot of these problems and also be affordable, then we'll eliminate our stress and anxiety as well. And hopefully we can preserve that wonderful human-animal bond.
Which is so fantastic. So it does sound like a great place to start.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a lot of fun this morning.
It's been a pleasure.
I appreciate you being here. Now, for more information on the Sentry HC Good Behavior Pheromone Collar, go to sentrypetcare.com or check out Pet Health Central on Facebook and Twitter. And coming up next, we're talking all about new parental responsibilities in today's digital world.